Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in today. Now I couldn't be MIA for all the time that I was and not bring y'all some goodness here. So I got some making up to do. I know I've got some making up to do because we've been away, tucked away for a minute, but we're back and I've returned to the scene with some great guests with a range of experiences and perspective. And today is no different. We are joined by wife, mother, and entrepreneur, the Miss Diane Jackson. Yeah. Excited to have you here. And thank you for joining us today.
Of course, of course. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to have you because for those who know me and know my heart, we love to watch the journey of a person and we love to see people win. Now, you've won in multiple areas of life.
Right.
Amazing mother, amazing wife, amazing friend, amazing community member, but you're embarking on a new endeavor. At least it's newer to me. It's newer to
Okay.
me. This may be
hmm
brewing or may have been brewing for a while. But talk to us about Mama D's.
Okay. Definitely, I'll do that. Thank you for having me first. But this Mama D's is definitely a journey.
Yeah.
Back when COVID first started,
Mm,
everything was rocky. People weren't really working and stuff. And
yeah.
we're just really trying to find where do we fit in to do things financially or what can we do to still do something and
Yeah.
not just do nothing. So the kids, a couple of the kids, for years, they've been asking me to put a cookbook out. Mom, you got to share
Mm,
your recipes.
mm,
I was like, I don't know. I just don't want to do it. I don't think at the time when they asked that I was ready.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They were still in school, and I don't think I was in the right mindset as well for myself.
Yeah.
So around COVID, when they asked, I thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, this is still part of Mama D's, but then we're talking cookbook.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I thought about it and I was like, that's a lot of work. But in that, you have your creative side with the kids, you have your blogging, you have your
Mm-hmm.
camera people, photo shoot, and they were like,
Yeah.
we'll take over and do all that.
The kids?
Yes.
Yes, kids.
Yes. It was like, we'll do everything, we'll set it up professionally so you can get this
Yes.
done, but we think this will be your thing. Because at the time I was
Mm,
just braiding hair here and there, or whatever. And it was like, hair is not your thing, mom.
mm,
Hair is something that's just providing a little income. But cooking is your passion and you're in
yeah.
there cooking, creating, you're always cooking for
Mm,
large groups, family, friends, us, and people are always asking, what are the recipes? What is this? And we like, it's family secret. We can't give. So I told him, I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. I said, but you guys got to help me because I don't know where to start.
yeah.
So maybe a year or two after I started the cookbook, and we had like a big photo shoot. It took us like 3 months, and it was definitely carried out professionally. I didn't know what all would go into doing this cookbook, but
Yeah.
I was like, my God, the production side of it was a shocker for me. I thought we just take pictures of the food that I create, call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
No, I get the
Mm,
call from Jazz, Mom, we need to sit on this call, find out what your vision is. And I'm like, it's mom we talking to.
I love that though.
I'm like, just tell me
Come
what I
on,
need to
kids, get us
do.
together.
Right. They're like, no, we need to know what your vision is so we can bring this to life
Yes.
for our prepping and our
Yes.
set design or whatever. And I was like, okay. I said, well, I am looking for something moderate but nice, not too classy, but something that can be easy for everyone when they see these pictures.
Yeah.
So pretty much, I told him a person that I followed that I enjoyed how they cooked.
Yeah.
And I think it was Sandra Lee at the time. I like
Mm,
her whole
mhm,
setup. Everything was
mhm.
a theme, but it was color and it was just her doing her thing. So I was like, but I wanted to be in my own way, right?
Yeah.
So we set it up. A week later, we did our first shoot. They went and purchased everything for the prep set and everything. And we did like, I think we did Yeah, we did five recipes for each shoot. So
Mm.
each meal was prepared. I had it prepared before they got here, and but let me tell you, girl, I was like, how long is this supposed to be? Because my living room couldn't see the living room. Everything's moved. And I said, what's with all the lights,
Right. They done flipped it all, huh?
cameras? I'm like, is everything okay? This is how we do on set, Mom. This is what
Period.
we do. And so I was like, okay, you just have to trust the process.
Yeah.
And so that's what we ended up doing. It took like 6 or 7 hours. I didn't
Mm.
know that I was stepping into something so big. But
Yeah.
I think after the first shoot, maybe a month later, we did the next, and then we did the next after. So about 3 months.
Mm.
Once that was done, I went through all the photos, everything, and then I was just stuck for a minute because I was like, I don't know where I go to choose my person for that's going to do the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, Jazz said, make sure you are doing what you need to do. Make sure you
Mm.
are comfortable. For anybody that published this book, make sure it's something that you want. I was like, okay. So when I spoke with a couple of people in Portland about knowing if they knew anyone that published cookbooks, because I wanted to make sure it stayed with in line with what I was trying to do.
Sure.
And I did. I found a couple people that gave me some names of some people. But at the time, I'm in here in the kitchen creating this granola. Still, the cookbook is
Mm.
going,
Mhm.
but this granola is over here.
Mhm.
So one of the last shoot for the photo shoot for the five recipes, which is still going to come out. It's still going to come out. I told Jazz, I was like, hey, I came up with this flavor for the granola. I said, I create in the kitchen when I'm thinking a lot. And this
Mm.
is where I do it. And I'm like, and I
Mhm.
have to put it together. Mom, what is it? What is it? So, and this is like maybe a little bit, maybe a year in. We still trying to do this whole cookbook thing.
Mhm.
And I was like, it's a toffee, vanilla toffee. Jazz was like, vanilla toffee. Yeah, we got to do it. So they ended up coming through. I did the toffee vanilla, the vanilla toffee with chocolate,
Mm.
and they were like, "Mom,
That's it. They said that's it.
mm-hmm, Mom,
That's
this."
the
And
one.
so we got hooked on that. And then
Yeah.
I was like, "I have this another flavor," and they was like, "Mom," I was like, I have to put it together because now I think my mind was still on the cookbook, and
Yeah.
I still wasn't quite sure who I was going to choose for the publisher. And
Sure.
when I'm in deep thought like that, things creative start coming in, and
Mm.
I know it's like it can be a lot for me, but I create when I'm thinking and I have to get in it right then.
Yeah.
Fast forward, I didn't find that person for the cookbook yet because I got distracted with the granola.
Yeah.
By this time, I already have like four different flavors of the granola. When I told Jazz about the other one, I was maybe like the fifth one. So when they came through, they tried it. It's like, Mom, this is it. I was like, but Jazz, I went on this trip with your dad. I sampled these in first class. They gave you this little package, and it was like some little vegan cookie. And I was
Mhm.
like, I came up with the cookie butter. She's like, Mom, yes. So I incorporated the cookie butter, which means that I'm telling you now, Janelle, we got 11 solid recipes.
Mm.
11. The
Come
cookie
on.
butter took off. Okay.
Mhm.
I thought the vanilla toffee did with friends and different people I was sharing with. Because up until then, I was doing batches of granola when the kids were in school for parents
Mm.
and athletes and stuff. They were like, oh,
Yeah.
can your mom do this? But I left it that way. And then when the kids did the proposition about a cookbook, everything just started rolling from there. It's not that I got rid of the cookbook. I'm still on needing that publisher, but the granola took off big
Yes.
time.
Yes.
And I think it was more of a personal thing for me with the granola because growing up in LA, and I know you've heard a little bit about David's background, but I was one of the people that was stationed in the kitchen to cook. And I would cook loaves and loaves of bread. I think 67 with me and another person at the time. We were baking bread, but
Wow.
granola was my thing. And we would do like buckets and buckets of granola. By that time, I think we had like 3 flavors.
Mm.
So when I tried this granola thing at home, I changed everything based on how I was eating, based on how I was changing things about my health. But I
Mhm.
wanted it to make sure that the people that do eat it didn't suffer from problems. Like when I did it for the kids, I didn't change it. I just
Mhm.
gave it to them. But by the
Mhm.
time when I start changing how I eat and how I interact, but just how I feel personally, and I wanted
Yeah.
to keep it, the granola going, but keep that same taste,
Mhm.
I switched everything. I went
Mm.
from organic oats to gluten free.
Mm.
People with
Mhm.
sensitivity to stomach. I changed the sugar to agave because people with diabetes,
Mhm.
and people that have children. So all those things I had to take into account.
Yes.
And I think I was in a better space to come in and create. So I changed everything, added more flavors to it. And by this time, the husband got him in, was like, babe, you got to try this, babe. He's like, babe, what you doing in here? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, we got to do it. And I was like, I know I'm nervous. He's like, but how do you do things? You have to step out and do it.
Yes.
Take a chance. He's like, you've already given things to the kids, your friends. Let everybody else have a taste. But now
Yeah.
you have to understand, is this something that you're ready to go into? I said, see, this is why I had to come to you later because I know you was going to give it to me from the business side of
Yeah.
it. And I said, I get it and I appreciate it. I said, but I feel like I'm this mom going into this new business with some guidance, but this is new for me because now
Yeah.
I'm coming out of my personal space to share with everybody else.
Yes.
And I think the anxiety part of for me was when it take off, will I run? Because I'm a runner.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
when I run, I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do it. I'm done. And so the kids were like, Mom, you cannot run. And so I
Mm.
was like, okay, I'm gonna try to stick this through. And what I started doing was trying it on different friends and stuff at the gym.
Mhm.
When I joined the gym, I was like, they were like, what are you up to? What do you do other than what OG does? And I told
Mhm.
him, well, you have to bring a sample. So I started bringing little samples, and it was like, girl, I ain't never had no granola like this.
Right.
All that granola on the shelf be dry. And I'm
Said
like,
more, please.
yep. I was like, yep, you never had it like this. And so they were like,
Yes.
you should really do something with this. We'll spread the word. We'll let other people know. But in the
Mm.
meantime, can you make me a batch of this? And what
In the
is your cost?
meantime,
Right.
hook me
I was
up.
like, let me just make it for you. It was like, no, you a small business. You're starting. Let's do
Yes.
this. And
Yes.
so I talked to the husband about it. I was like, I think I need to get in business. He's
Mm.
like, okay, so what do you need to do? I was like, register as a business. He was like, yep. So he went through all the steps with me
Yeah.
because I think right before that, it was really taking off. And I was just like, pump the brakes on everybody, like, hold up.
Yeah.
I'm not really in yet,
Yeah.
but I'm going to be in, but it's a lot at one time.
Yes.
And so, because I'm used to being in my element, being private with the things that I do,
Yes.
now I'm about to share this with the world, which means it's going to be interviews, which means people are going to want to know who is Mama D's. Come from
Mhm.
behind there, we want to know. And
Yeah.
so I was like, oh God, I don't know if I'm ready for this.
Oh.
But this is how it started. And then I got my first Mama D's invitation for Hip Hop Day.
Yeah.
Hmm. And that went amazing.
Yes.
Um, and I was just I think I was so blessed to have friends at the time that were around, and our kids went to school together, and they were like my sample friends. It was, but I was telling
Mhm.
them, I'm like, now that this is a business, I need you to give it to me straight.
Yeah.
I don't need yes friends. I need friends who's gonna say, girl,
Right.
do that again, or that ain't right. And they were
Yeah.
like, okay, okay. And so we did that. We played along with some of the recipes, and then I was like, okay. At the time, because I know I'm not, like I said, I'm not eating everything, but I knew that friends and certain family and a lot of people suffer from diabetes
Mhm.
and sensitivity to stomach. I was already letting them know that I switched this. Why? And I'm like, because of these things. And they were like, oh my
Yeah.
God, thank you.
Yeah.
Because that is the way I'm supposed to be eating. And then I won't feel guilty eating your granola because you're not using sugar. I was like,
Yeah.
see? So I ended up switching everything. My brother at the time, he was doing his thing, and then he had jumped onto his set with shooting and everything in terms of video footage.
Mm-hmm.
And so I shot my first video of me doing the Mama D's granola step by step as I talk about it. And I was nervous. I was telling him, I was like, bro, I'm a runner. He's like, you don't get to run. If I have to jump in my
Yeah.
element and do what I do, and I'm making this happen for me, going after my dream, you have to too, sis. You got to do this.
Come on, Village.
So I was like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I talked to Jazz, Nate, Mikey, all of the kids, I was like, this is what I'm doing. And if I'm
Yeah.
going to do it, and it was the idea that came from you guys, let me do this for you guys, create this so you can take over. If I'm no longer here, let this
Yeah.
be you.
Yeah.
And so that's where it all came
I love that.
from.
That's so awesome. Look, um, because as a mother and as just as a woman, right? Um, I know how easy it is. I'm not a wife yet, but as a mother, right? I know how easy it is to get lost in that sauce, right? So I
Yes.
can only imagine, like, and then a partner involved, right? A
Right.
husband, or a wife, like, you know, you're giving of yourself all day, every day. And that is passion work also. We love our children, we love our
Right.
partner, right? Like,
Right.
and you're trying to create this home and this life. And sometimes we forget about us, right? And what is good for us. We forget to dream, we forget to connect to our passions, or um we sun our passions like, oh,
Yes.
it's just a little
Yes.
something, you
Yes.
know what I mean? And so I love to hear this, and I love to hear how your family, even when you were trying to sun your passion, I love how your family was like, like, we
Yep.
see you, like, keep
Yep.
keep it moving,
Staying
keep
on
going,
top.
come on, this is what we need. Okay, what's the plan? Okay, what has that made you feel like, to have the people that you sacrifice all things for as a mother and as a wife pull behind you and say, we see you. Come to the front, ma'am. Come to the front.
It's interesting, Janelle, that you bring that up because if I go a little back, when Dave got sick with the cancer,
Yeah.
one of the things for me was to keep the kids doing what they do. I didn't want
Mm-hmm.
them to stop, any of them, all six. I didn't want them to stop what they were doing. I wanted them to know that I had it.
Yeah.
Keep doing you, come through, visit dad, check in, but I have it. I didn't
Yeah.
want that burden to be on them. And I
Mm,
took that burden on myself.
mm,
And at the time, all the kids was graduated. Some headed into college, some just working. And it was at a time where I just had said, what do I want to do? I
yeah.
joined the bowling league. I started doing more things with my friends. And then when the cancer came, I immediately, it wasn't even a question, it was stop. Your husband
Mm-hmm.
needs you.
Yes.
And he was pushing more towards, no, don't stop what you're doing. I'm like, that's not even a question. I'm going to ride with you first before anything.
Yeah.
Those things are going to be there, but I want to make sure I help you. So when I did that, I literally, no joke, I locked in
Mm-hmm.
110%.
Yeah.
But in that process, I don't feel like I had the guidance and the motivation that I needed to say, while you're doing that, don't forget about you.
Yeah.
And so I fell into like a dark space where
Mm,
I was just functioning automatic.
yeah.
And it was a
Mm,
a lot to take in because a lot of times I didn't feel like I knew if O was going to make it
mm,
after
mm.
16 surgeries. And I never wanted him to feel like he was a burden or
Yes.
that it was a lot for me. So everything I did, I had to keep that together. Uh, sorry. I would talk to different women that I knew in the community. And I was just like, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But at the time, I didn't know how to ask for community to back me.
Mm,
So I just reached
mm.
to a few individual friends. It was like, let me help you out here. At the
Yeah.
time, Star was like, I'm going to help you, but I'm in and out of being sick
Yeah.
and surgeries. But just let's not bring Dave in it to let him know. So I'm just going to show up how I can. And that's how he was doing. And I just watched David fight, 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 and then trying to keep the kids where they were was hard because they were like, no, mom, you need us too. And I was like, I
Yeah.
understand that, but I don't want you guys to stop your life. And the best thing you can do is pray for your dad and
Mm.
hope that he pulls through. A little bit ways after David started feeling better. And he's still on his journey. And I appreciate where he's at in his space now.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of that had to do with pastoral guidance and the pastor reaching out and some of the members that helped him because I think sometimes we can be lost if we're leaders or community leaders or people that are of a status of helping others.
Yeah.
We can get so caught up in helping others that we don't really see that we need people to help us.
Yes.
And I think once David was vulnerable and open to that, he was able to see a little bit more how the help that wanted people wanted to give was passionate. And it
Yes.
was kind of like giving back since they knew he gave back.
Yes.
So after that, I reached out to the doctor and I was like, I'm overwhelmed. And I think it was
Mm.
like after the 2 years, I was like, I'm overwhelmed. And he was like, I knew you would get that place, but you kept saying you were fine and holding it together. We just got to set you up with some therapy and stuff. And so I started doing therapy. At first, I was
Yes.
like, this is not going to work. And I was like,
Mm.
I was crash coursing with these therapists. I'm like, I can't do you. I'm not coming in
Mm.
here no more. You can't help
Mm.
me. You trying
Mm.
to tell me about my life, and then eventually I would still show up. And they were like, are you here with us today? Are you going to stay? Because, we have nothing but time. We have a whole hour. You walk out, we still here.
Yeah.
And that's when I felt like, okay, I'm battling. And so I just kept going, kept going, kept going. And then finally I was at a place where I was like, I'm feeling freed enough to say, Diane, you let go of you. Now, what are you going to do for you?
Yes.
And that made me really take time to think, like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Of course, COVID came. I'm still like going to the gym, but spending a little bit more time with Dave. And that was different too, because you get the chance to see your strengths, but you also get a chance to see, babe, we both need to find something because we both doing this.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
gonna spend our time, but after a while, you just be like, gee, you in my
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's
he started
real.
doing his thing, right, and DJing from Zoom and all that. And so
Yes.
I'm over here creating and doing this stuff. And then I think it just all came together because it became natural.
Yeah.
But me tapping in and then seeing the support from the kids. Because at first I was like, y'all saying this, but are y'all gonna really do this? Because I don't want to do it if y'all not gonna support.
Yeah.
And once I seen that they did that and they seen the joy and the passion in what I was doing, and I'm always sharing, I'm calling like, guess what I came up with? You got to get over here. And they were like, Mom, we're so freaking proud of you. We are freaking proud of you
Yes.
because we see for the first time you're doing something for you. You've done everything when it comes to the kids and raising the kids and whatever you do for dad, but we needed you to do something for you that you're passionate with
Yes.
and make it yours. This is your baby. You the mama. We call you mama.
Yeah.
My stepchildren, they always Mama D, Mama D. So I put it together with the name, and that's how we came up with the Mama D's. But back to what you were saying, it took steps to get where I was.
Yeah.
And I feel a lot better. And I think that's why I was able to come here today with you and talk about it. At first, if it was years ago, I'd be like, nah, I'll do this one-on-one, me and you, Janelle, but nah. But now I feel like I'm in a better space and I can talk about it because I feel good about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I feel I have a solid team, and I feel like I have a solid. The kids are solid with me,
Yeah.
and they all. I just tell them, I'm like, I always tell them every time I see them, I'm doing this for y'all. This is
Yes.
for you guys, and thank you for helping me come out of that space to think and process that anything that I do is not being selfish. You're
Mm-hmm.
sharing this, mom, with people that are always asking, "What do your mom do? What does your mom do besides these things? What does she
Mm-hmm.
do?" And being able to do that and share with these fine recipes and the
Come on.
granola
Come on.
it's been really good, really, really good. So I'm always up creating, coming up with better ideas. And I didn't think it was going to take off like it did,
Mm.
but after I did the first hip hop day, the Patricia Research Center was like, Can we get you back? I was like,
Oh, wow. Come on.
so yeah, I've been their vendor
That is
for the shows,
awesome.
and I've yes, yes. So I'm like, I did the snack fest, and that was amazing, and I was honored to do that and share with people.
Yeah.
With the Patricia research, they were just like, we are in love with this granola.
They said more, please. You know what I love is that so much. I'm trying not to let my mind go boop 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 because so many things as you're talking, and I'm trying to be good today, y'all, and keep it cute and within the time
Right.
frame and not going over here. But listen, so many things because part of me um is sitting here thinking about like, won't he will? Come on. Because because sometimes we can think, and
Yes,
I said this all the time. Sometimes we think we know, and then God comes in and says, "Girl, move. I got this.
that's
I'm
right.
gonna tell you where we going with this, right?"
That's
And then
right.
it all opens up for you. But you started with the cookbook, right? And
Right.
that's where you saw yourself going first, and that's where the kids
Right.
jumped in, and then it was like, but this thing over here that you just loved and it was you were passionate about and you were already in, and it was a release for you, and it
Right.
was a safe space for you, a space of peace for you.
Right.
You said when
Right.
you were thinking or when you're thinking, lean in that direction. And I think those are the best things to see,
I
grow
agree.
and blow because it's not work. It's what
That's
you
right.
love, right? It's
Right.
something I'm already invested in and I love it and I'm sharing it for the love of it, right?
That's
And
right.
with people who I care about and love about just as like here, 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 but it's
Yeah.
the thing,
That's
right?
right.
And yes,
That's
the cookbook is there and that's another vessel, but this
right.
is where it blows. And so I love I love that was the pathway for it because
Yes.
we tend to think that we're smarter.
Right. Right.
We
And
tend to
it
think
just,
that we know,
oh,
right?
right. I mean, I stopped talking about the cookbook,
Yeah.
but this is what I think I told David and I told a couple of friends last week. I was like, I'm not done with the cookbook, but I
Mm-mm.
think how I was going about it, God switched it up because I think I did this my fourth time with the big events with the Mama D's.
Mhm.
I noticed that there were a lot of people that were saying, thank you for sharing with the community, or
Yeah.
thank you for switching this to something that I can have now
Yes. Yes.
because I have to make sure I, watch these things with my health. I
Yeah.
was like, absolutely. I was like, that was the first order of business for myself.
Mhm.
But seeing how many people were open and receptive to me doing this, I told the kids and David the cookbook had to come later because they
Mhm.
would already know who I am because of the
Mhm.
granola. I
Yeah.
said the
And
cookbook can't be
timing, right?
first. Right. The
It's
timing.
the timing. And
Exactly.
that's why I say sometimes we think we know and then God is like, ta
Yep.
not now,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
This is what it is now, and
Yep.
this is gonna be where all things come from, right?
That's right.
Is likely this. I think that's so awesome, and I love how your family got behind you, and um, part of me is sitting here also thinking about I hear you continuing to be so thoughtful and caring and giving of this endeavor just as a whole, and you're talking about like for other people, is there a part of you yet that's connected to this being for yourself also? Have you gotten there yet?
Mm,
Not yet.
not yet. Not
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
But I think it will come.
Yeah.
And I think the joy that it brings to me and the smile that it puts on my face
Yes.
is comforting
Yes.
with seeing others enjoy
Yes.
what I'm able to give.
And that's for you though. I see
That is
that as
definitely
being
for me.
something that's for you. I talk to people a lot about
Hmm.
understanding the difference between like um um being happy,
Right.
living in happiness and experiencing joy. Those are all
Right.
three different things to me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I can choose happiness every day because that's the type of person that I am. I'm going to
Right.
say I'm going to wake up, I'm going to be grateful, I'm going to choose happiness even on my down days, even on my
Right.
slower days, even when it's
Right.
gray and we hate this northwest
Mm-hmm.
weather.
That's right.
I'm going to choose happiness every day because I've been granted the gift of life and waking up, seeing my family, my friends, being a part of this world. And I know that's not the case for everyone. And so I'm
That's
not
right.
saying that as a talk down. I'm saying like that is how I, Janelle, approach life.
Right.
And I know that varies for many people. And then happiness, am I living, is my life contributing to this daily happiness? Is it bringing me happiness? Am I, do I feel, do I feel like I've set my life up in a way that is adding value um, that is adding value and creating some level of happiness for me? And then joy, it to me comes in that passion work,
Right.
right? It comes
Right.
into the things that I love that make my heart smile, that make me feel whole, that make me feel in community and connected. Like those are the things that are joy to me. And
Right.
so when I hear you even say that it brings you joy, I think that that is a piece that is for you.
It
Not
is.
a lot of people get to, not a lot of people find ways to tap into a regular source of joy, you know?
Right. Right.
So I
I
think
think
that's
that's with the
beautiful for you.
granola. That's
Yeah.
why I think it wasn't the cookbook first.
Yeah.
It's interesting you said that because one of the things that I've always taught the kids when I would cook dinner and they were like, "Hey, mom, can I help you?" And I was like, "Where's your energy?"
Yeah.
They was like,
Yeah.
"I'm kind of tired." I said, "Just watch me then." And I
Yes.
would always tell them that when you walk into the kitchen or whenever I walk into the kitchen to create meals, I always come in with good energy.
Mm.
If I'm not feeling it, I don't create. I said,
Yes.
because you're going to feed people's souls with whatever you give, whatever you
Would you
put out
come
there.
on? Would you come on now?
So I
Yeah.
told them, this is how I create. And when those ideas and things come, and now let's, when they eat, they always say, I said, how did it taste? They're, mm,
Mhm.
1 minute, mom. And I just smile
Mhm.
because I told them, this is what I do. And I'm
Yes.
passionate with it. And I think God gives me, I said, it's just like you, whatever your craft is, He gives you
Yes.
ideas to create with whatever you're doing in your life. That's it. That's how I am.
Mhm. You
And I
know
said,
what? There is something um I feel like society has gotten to a much better place around this.
uh huh.
It's it's acknowledged at a much higher level, and I think that's because we've evolved so much as a society. But let me tell you something about household CEOs.
Okay.
That's what I call parents who the majority of their time is in the home and with their family and in creating a space of wellness and peace and um, um, that is conducive to feeding and growing minds and souls and bodies, like household CEO. That's what I call them. And
Yep.
listen, that ain't for the faint of hearts.
Nope.
That's that is that is a high level job, and
It is.
that not everybody is qualified
That's right.
that not
You're
everybody
right.
is qualified for.
Right.
And so I love to hear you talking in that way, in like what you do, the energy that you put into it, the love that you put into it, that feeds the heart and the mind of your
That's right.
children. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
That's where we see it show up at. And it's funny, one of the notes I made to myself as I was thinking about you last night was the fact that whenever I walk into your space, whenever I'm in your presence, I feel such light and love. It's
Oh,
such
thank
a
you.
beautiful energy that, and it doesn't matter. And I'm like, does she have a bad day? And I
And
know
I
you
do.
do
I
because you're
do.
human, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that every interaction that I have with you feels like love. And I don't see you often,
Yeah.
right? But every time I see you, it's usually a run into, right?
Right.
Every
Right.
or an event or something like
Right.
that. Every time I see you, it's light and love and beautiful energy.
And it's real.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
real.
let me tell you something. I know
You're an
this.
energy person. I know you sense it. I know you sense it.
Because I don't like bad energy is kryptonite to me.
Right.
And I'm like,
Right.
oh, and I'm a hugger. And so
Yes.
I hug to a lot of it is temperature check, right? Like I'm
Right.
people take hugs for granted. Like I love
They
a good
do.
hug because it lets you know, at least to me, what a person needs. A
Right.
person might have needed that hug for some days, for some weeks, for
Right.
some months. A
Right.
person may be presenting as everything's all good, but you hug them and you feel that energy and you're like, let me squeeze you a little tighter because no, you're
Yes.
not good. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Right.
so if I get like something that tells me ill, then I'm like, oh, absolutely not.
That's
Have a nice
right.
day.
Checks and balances. Yeah.
Have a nice
Nope.
day.
Goodbye. Right.
And there's a difference for me in like bad energy and like needy energy,
Right.
right? Needy energy wants me to, it makes me want to sit down, put somebody on my lap and just rock
Right.
them, right?
Right.
But that
Right.
bad energy makes me want to be like, all right,
Yep. I'm
later.
out.
But no, your
Right.
energy is always so beautiful. Where did that so I had to come to a space like it's developed philosophy for me over
Okay.
years, right?
Hmm.
About how I want to present in the world and to other people and how to clear my space to be able to be that to when I'm coming into others. Where did that come from for you?
I don't know exactly where it came from. Um, like I said, when I went through, I know that I've always wanted, even when I was little, I wanted to surround myself with different people,
Mhm.
people of different nationalities, people from
Yeah.
all over. But I always wanted the good energy
Yeah.
because I've been through so much as a child.
Yeah.
I wanted the good to outweigh the bad.
Yeah.
And even before I even started the family with David, I was reluctant of doing it because I was like, I don't want to bring any energy of anything that may have affected me in my past
Yeah.
to children that I bring here. But
Mhm.
I also wanted to reflect on my past as this who made me who I am today.
Yes. Yes. I always say I don't wish my childhood on anyone, but
Right.
I wouldn't be me if I didn't have that experience.
Exactly.
So I have to it's my way of honoring coming to the other side of those
That's right.
things, right?
It's yes. So
You
that
know?
that for me has been, it's interesting you asked that. No one have ever said that, but that's what you see. That's who you see today.
Yeah.
And I told my kids if it wasn't for those experiences and the things that I've been through, I would not be who I am today.
Yeah.
I said, I can talk about it today. I don't have, it's not an emotion for me. It's
Mhm.
actually a relief of
Mm.
that was me crossing over
Yeah.
to who I am. So it feels amazing.
Mhm.
Every day I told my kids, I get up and I'm like, God, thank you, Lord, I'm alive. Thank you, I'm
Yes.
able to see another day.
Yes.
Thank you for allowing me to be here with the people that I love, watch over
Mhm.
them. I'm always praying that every day I wake up. And
Mhm.
I feel good about it
Yeah.
every single day. This is let me tell you, when you was texting me, I had all these texts and I'm in this kitchen literally creating another flavor. My phone is just where it's at and I'm like, okay, someone said this. Now I need to incorporate this. How am I going to do this?
Mm.
Girlfriend of mine just kept on. It'd be nice if we could do like this salty pretzel. It'd be nice. And I was like, girl,
Oh,
stop with the pretzel. Stop. Because you know I'm still over here creating everything else and doing
yeah.
orders.
Yeah.
And then that day came when you hit me up and I was like, sweet and salty chocolate covered pretzel. Girl,
Come on.
what?
Come on.
So I was like, babe, I'm gonna have to talk to you later. I gotta get to the store. I gotta take care of this, this, this. He's like, you good? I'm good. But why my mind is fresh on it,
Yeah.
and I can see it's almost like a computer screen. These are all the things that you
Yes.
need to do. That's how
It
my brain works.
downloading it like it
Yes,
comes as a download and you
yes, and it's yeah,
gotta address it in that moment or else you might
yes.
lose it.
That's right. That's right. And so I nailed it. I seen some
Yeah.
friends at the gym, and they were like, "Where were you? We didn't hear from you last night." I'm like, "Girl, let me tell you what I
Whipping
was
up that
creating."
work. I was
Right?
whipping
And they
up
were
that
like,
work.
"Right?" And so I did it and I was like,
Yes.
wow. So by the time I get to the next event, I'm set on these.
Yeah.
So after I did the snack fest and I was introduced to come back to the research, the Patricia research, I said to David, I was like, he's like, so what flavors are you gonna do? I was like, I just came up with this hot cocoa with roasted marshmallows. He was like, what? I said, everybody like that time. It's fall going into winter, and I'm like, hot
Yes.
cocoa, apple
Come on,
cider.
seasonal.
Mm-hmm. And it just
Yes.
took off.
I love
It
it.
just took off. And so I think the joy that you see is because this is my baby and this is what I do. And
Yeah.
now that I'm able to share it with others, I
Yeah.
feel good about it. But I also enjoy watching their faces light up when they're like, I went
Yes.
home, told my mom about it. I told my this.
Mm.
Can I get 10 samples? And I also hosted a birthday party for a young lady. I think she was turning 8, 9.
Mm.
And the video will go up soon with the Mama D's. But I finally got to meet her. Her mom wanted me to
Oh,
create, the granola snack packs for their bags for the kids.
yes.
I was like, now, mind you, you run into people, how you say you run into people and you don't have to see them every day. I
Yeah.
literally see this woman once a year
Mm. Mm-hmm.
at the same event.
Yeah.
And even David would mention, I went to this event, I seen your friend. I'm like, what friend? Such and such. Who's that? The woman that always asks about you, babe.
Yeah.
Always say, give you her hug, give you my love.
Yes.
And I was like, oh wow. And I'm like, I don't know what I really did. And he was like, you just being you.
Yep.
You just
That
being
part.
you. And I remember when I seen her this year at the Maurice Lucas, and she said, I am so proud of you. I was like,
Mm.
what? Because I didn't tell anybody about the Mama D's. She's
Yeah.
like, I heard that you have a granola this. And I'm like, yeah, Mama D's. She's like, wait till I tell my mom back in Africa. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, no, you really need to understand. Us as women, as moms, we do so much.
Yes.
And I'm so proud of you for sharing that because that part of you that you're sharing is peace, is
Yes.
love, and it's the
Yes.
thing that drew me to you, Diane. I didn't know
Yes.
what it was. I just told my mom in Africa about you, and she said, you need to bring her here. She
You
needs to
bring her
pray.
here
Yes.
now.
And I'm just like, she's like, I need
Yeah.
you to do this for my daughter's birthday, at least 50 kids. Let me know what I need to do, and I
Mm.
need to get you in my school. I was like,
Yes.
wait, what? But she had no idea that one of my goals was to get vendor machines in the schools for the kids.
Mm.
And I just want this to be everybody. I
Mm-hmm.
can't even, someone asked me, how far you want Mama D's to go? I said, as far as the Lord allowed me to take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't even say what that is. It's just as far as I can share it.
Yeah.
And even on pricing, I've had people that are in financing that was saying, okay, based on this and looking at how you spend here, you're going to lose out on this. I want to share it with the world. This is not a get rich scheme.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that everybody can afford this.
Yes. Accessibility, right?
But if you change this to this, I'm not changing it.
Yeah.
I'm at peace where I'm at.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know, I just had to share that. But
I
I
love
meet
that.
so many people
Yeah.
that I'm able to, sometimes it's better for me. I told them, just sample. I don't want to say much. You come back, you tell me what you think. And they're
Yeah.
like, Diane, 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 you acting up. And I was like,
Come
yeah,
on.
right. With granola. I'm like, yeah. And I've
With
told them, I was
with
like,
granola
with
of all
granola.
things. And it's
And
supposed
I've
to be
told them,
like the
right,
most plain, like you
right,
know what I mean? Like uneventful type of I mean, I eat granola. I eat it. I don't I snack on it sometimes like the chunks or I'll put it in my yogurt
yep,
but yeah, it's like okay, another layer. So like
right,
go figure, right? That
right,
something is making people go bananas,
right.
such as
And I told them, I
granola.
was like, I've been in the store. I sample. I'm always buying other people's
Yeah,
granola.
yeah,
I'm always sending out. what I think about it.
Yeah.
And I would tell David all the time, he was like, what are you trying? I'm like, you got to try this person's granola. It's a banana
Mm-hmm.
nut. He's like, okay.
Mm.
I say, I even critique it. I'm like, what I do love is this. I do love the packaging. I
Yeah.
love this. And I'll send the email saying, this was more than 110. You did amazing on that.
Mm.
Or
Mm. I love that.
this one, I don't know how far that's going to go. And so
Yeah.
it was like, babe, I'm like, but I think it's important to have truth
Yeah.
in what people like and what they don't
Yeah.
like. That's important to me. And I told David, it only makes me go to create and make it better.
Yes.
I don't see it as a downfall at all. Okay,
You
what
know
can I
what
do
I
to make
love?
this better?
I love how it at least from the outside in, it feels like it's like this buildup of courage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because um our creativity is such a vulnerable space.
Right.
Uh, and sometimes it could be scary to allow other people into something that we hold so sacred. I'll speak for myself on this,
Me
right?
too.
Like
Me
it's
too.
like that's where our creativity is. Oh, my favorite. Erica Badu. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit, right?
That's right. That's right.
Like I hold it so close to me that if I'm sharing and releasing it, like that is my heart. I'm handing you because this is my everything because I
That's
believe
right.
it. I love it. I do this like it tapping into that regardless of the coins attached to it makes me feel
That's right.
wealthy, makes
Yes.
me feel
Yes.
rich,
Yes.
as a person, which is sometimes why I think like how you're saying it's not the dollar amount for me. Like I
Right.
think that's what that's that space of love and it's like holding it to yourself. It's almost like your head's gonna explode. You got to share it
Right.
with someone,
Right. And you
right?
can't hold it in. You have to share it. Yes.
Yeah,
That's how it
yeah.
feels for me.
And so the kudos you're getting along the way, it's like giving the courage to take it to a larger audience, like step by step, inch by inch, mile by mile, right? Like, okay, okay, it's getting bigger, 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 bigger. The more you share it, the more your courage and confidence is building. Um, and now you're like, I'm ready to share it with the world. I
That's
think
right.
that's so beautiful.
Thank you.
That's a process though, right?
Yes, it is a process. Yes, it
Yeah,
is. I've even noticed that a couple of people are like, since I've been watching what you do and or helping you with everything with the
yeah.
Mama D's, I've really left, went home and asked, what do I like and what am I passionate about? And
Yes.
that make me feel good. Like, what? I'm like, so what do you like to do?
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm
Yeah.
like, because we as moms, we can be so caught up in, and I'm speaking for myself. Be
Yeah.
the best mom, be the best wife, make sure the dinner's
Yes.
on the table.
Yes.
All those things are great things. But what I've learned in there is that you can't let go of you.
Yeah.
Without me loving me
Yes.
and doing what's passionate for me, I'm not going to be good for nobody else. It does not matter
Yeah.
how well it's done. And
Yeah.
I've learned that I wouldn't have been able to get up and know what to do if it wasn't for this.
Yeah.
I was just stuck here, like, do everything else for them, do everything else for the husband. And I remember years ago, David was like, I was like, I want to do something. He's like, so what do you want to do? And I was like, I
Mhm.
don't know. He said,
Something.
right. I
Something.
said,
I
you
said
tell me.
something.
And he's like, no, I can tell you only about
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
but you got to know what that is. And I could not tell him for the, Janelle, it was frustrating me. I'm like, I don't even want to ask because I know you're going to say you're going to put it on me. And he
Yeah.
was like, yeah, because babe, you are your own individual.
Yeah.
That's what the pastor said, his wife said. You have your own identity before
Yes.
you are anything else.
Yes.
And that's important because you were created by God and the people that are drawn to you, it's because of who he made you out to be. So don't let go of who you are.
Yeah.
Be who you are. When you shine, when you give, it'll shine even more. And
Yes.
so I used to feel guilty and I used to feel, don't say the things that I'm doing or working on. And my pastor was like, why? I was like, because I guess I was taught a little like that's considered bragging and it can be hurting the person that is not blessed or feel like they're in a bad space. It's like, did you ask for the blessing? It's like, yeah. Why can't you shout about it? He said, you hear me in the sermons. He said, I know y'all don't want to hear it, but I'm happy. God blessed me with this. And
Yes.
he said, let me get off of me and
Yes.
let me get back to the sermon. And I was like, yeah. He's like, don't hide that.
No.
And so right then, I think for me, it just was like, I'm Mama D's. Ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing different. I know what I'm creating. You gonna love it. I
And who
dare you
gonna
tell
check
me you
me,
don't love
boo?
it. Yep. So
And-
I just took off from there, and I was like, I feel like right now I'm feeling warm, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I am on here sharing this with Janelle, but I'm sharing it with whoever hears or see this, other moms, other wives.
Yes.
You can do whatever it is you can do.
And that's what part of why I was so excited about this is one,
Mm-hmm.
because honey, I love to celebrate another woman.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
One, and two, I love I'm in love with sharing the journey, right?
Yes.
And this is part of why I do this podcast is because I think individuals in general, but I'm going to speak specifically to women and I'm going to speak
Okay.
even more specifically to black women. Like I think that um we at all costs get through it.
Yes.
We get
Yep.
through it. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like it's in us, it's in our blood. Like if I don't do it, who else gonna do it?
Right.
We got to get it done because it's got to get done. Yep, it
Right.
might be uncomfortable, but so what? Suck it up. It's
That's
like
right.
like all of
Yep.
the things we just get through it, and that's what we're taught to do is get through it, get through it, get through it, get through it. But the cost of that is ourself,
That's
right?
right.
A lot of times. And so I think that this conversation is so important. And aside from just celebrating you and this beautiful place and space that you're in life and business, I think about how you sharing your story is going to be something that someone else needs to hear, right?
Yes.
For where
Yes.
they're at in life, for what they may be trying to accomplish, for
Right.
maybe them feeling like they keep hitting this brick wall of trying to connect to themselves, or people keep putting to the side um the need to connect with themselves, right?
Right.
Sometimes people are like, I'll
Yes.
get to that later. I'm fine. I'm fine. We're always
Right.
fine, even when we're
Right.
not, right? But we're not. And I think it's okay to say when we're not. I think it's okay to
Right.
say when we feel lost. It's okay to say when we feel stagnant, and that doesn't make us weak. It's quite the opposite for me. It's what makes
Right.
us stronger
That's right.
because saying it sometimes here's the tricky thing. Like old school ways are like
Mm-hmm.
keep your business to yourself.
That's
Nobody
right.
else needs to know what you're going through. I remember somebody when I was younger, they were like, don't share your dreams with anybody because they'll just
That's
try to
right.
knock them down. And I'm like, as I got older, even my story just about my
Mm-hmm.
my life and my childhood, I shared it, and I've shared it since I was young because I
Mm-hmm.
started understanding the power of it as a young
Right.
person. And I felt like that is who I am, and who gonna check me for it? Like who gonna tell me that I'm
That's
not
right.
great because of what I've been through? Are you kidding me? Bye.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And
Right.
so I think that this transparency and you being so gracious and courageous and sharing your story with us
Yes.
today is going to do so much for somebody who didn't even know they needed to hear it,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So I'm
Right.
thankful for
I am
you.
too. I am too. I was thinking about this the last few days. I was like, I just hope I can just speak from the heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the best I can do is from the heart. And
Yeah.
I'm smiling because I'm grateful. I'm definitely grateful. And I'm grateful that at a time where our kids didn't know, but for them
Mm,
to throw something out there, them knowing how important they are to me, I just seen it different. And I
yeah.
don't think if it would have came from a friend or anybody else, I would have been like, all right, girl, yeah, whatever. But from your kids who say,
Yeah.
you've done it all.
Yeah.
Now let's see something that you do that you enjoy that's passionate. And they see you're not passionate about this, you just do that. We know that.
Mm, mhm.
But we
Mhm.
know where your passion lies and we see that
Mhm.
when you're creating, mom. And you're an artist in your own way. And I was
Mhm.
like, yeah. It's like, no. and you're doing a beautiful job, and we all are so proud of you. And that's very dear to my heart. Even
Yeah.
the kids, David, even my mom, you know. And I think I'm in a better. I'm just starting to build different, even with my mom. But for her to say, "I'm proud of you,"
Yes.
it was a lot. It's a lot for me, and that's all I want is that even before I leave here, that I leave, that no matter what happens, I left a good impact on people.
Yeah.
And it was all genuine, and it was all love, and it was all God.
Come
Because I
on.
wouldn't be able to bloom like this flower I am. Girl, I
Come on.
can't,
Come
I
on.
can't,
You better.
I can't. I told David, I'm like, the cookbook, what are we talking about? Cookbook? You know I'm on the roll. Let me finish
Right. We
what
getting there. We
I'm doing.
getting there.
So
Timing.
yes,
Timing. I
yes.
love it. Well, tell or if two things. One, tell everyone where they can follow you and reach you.
Okay.
And if you're at a place where you're taking orders and from smaller or larger places,
Mm-hmm.
how people can place an order with you. Yeah, tell us. Tell us
Yes.
the
So
goods.
yes. So I do have the a IG page right now for Mama D's. It's Mama D's LLC.
Mhm.
People can go on there and follow, and you can reach out by DM and everything right now because I didn't want to do like a website just
Yeah.
yet.
Yep.
But with the Mama D's business, people are able to be transferred over there and then put in orders, personal orders. And then I have a mailing list for people to leave their personal information for updates of where I'll
Yes.
be at, where they can pop up,
Yes.
events, and still be able to get whatever they need. And no order is too small.
Mm.
Whatever
Mhm.
they order, we provide. And I know with the holiday season, some people wanted for stocking stuffers or just,
Yes.
for their grandparents and different people. And I'm doing that now. So if you do go to Mama D's, you leave your information, and then I'll be contacted to go ahead and take care of everything. Because I am the creator of everything I do. And I have, like I told you earlier, the kiddos run that. So
Come
they
on.
get at me, and I'm like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
on it. I'm on it.
Yeah.
And when I
Y-
find other people with, which I know I have friends and stuff, but when I find other people to understand the in depth of when you come into the kitchen, commercial or whatever, the energy has to be the same.
Mhm.
I can't
Mhm.
let anybody touch that without that
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
Tired, fatigued, irritated. I can't
Mhm.
because it
Mhm.
creates the taste that ain't going to be good. And I just want to keep it that way.
Mhm.
So,
So even though it's not soul food, it's soul food.
mm-hmm.
Or should I say, even though it's not soul food, it's food for the soul,
Food for the soul. But that's what
right?
my cookbook is. You didn't even realize that. It's
Is
Mama
it?
D's Cooking for the Soul. Yes.
Come on.
I'm not playing. That's the cookbook front of it. I'm just,
I love it. See?
Mama
But
D's Cooking for the Soul.
let me tell you something. This is the power of authenticity, though, right? This is the power of authenticity because I said that based off of everything that you're presenting today about you, right? Like
Wow.
that's the energy I'm getting from you. So that's what I see. It's food from the
Wow.
soul, right?
Right.
Um, yeah, I
Right. You
love
didn't even have any idea. Yeah.
uh-uh. That's great. I love that. I'm so excited for you. Y'all make sure go give a follow. Those follows are important. Those likes are
Yes.
important. The paying attention to the journey, showing up at these spaces that she's informing you guys that she's at. I know we can't make it to everything all the time,
Right.
but when you're able to, make sure to pop up, make sure to support, make sure to check her out, make sure to give her some love.
Yes.
This is a woman-owned business. This is a Black woman-owned business. And so let's make sure that we are getting behind her, y'all. And um, one last thing that I want to ask is just in reflection, right? Just in thinking about your journey and where you are based on where you started. And I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about just um you know, as a human, your spirit, your mind, your thought process. Um what lesson or message can you share with folks that might be encouraging to them if they're in the same space as you, similar
Um,
space as you?
I can definitely say encouraging is definitely whatever you decide and whatever you feel that's important to you, whether it's something that you don't think others will get, go
Mm-hmm.
after it.
Yeah.
Share it with the world, go
Yeah.
after it, because what you might think is small or they won't get it,
Yeah.
it will, someone get it.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that was able to get me out of my own little space of, oh, I'm just doing this because I do it.
Yeah.
No, I've affected other people, and that's why I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize where this would go and what it would do because I think I was so consumed with making others happy.
Yes.
And I was like, if I tell people and share this, they're not going to get it. They're not going to like it.
Mm-hmm.
But that thought in your mind is not a good thought. You have to step out of that. You have to take the leap. You have to do it. And I hope I'm able to encourage people and other women to just step out of whatever that comfort is and share it,
Yeah.
whatever it is. I've
Yeah.
started surrounding myself with women that have went through the journey, maybe different stories, but they're where they are today because of what they come from. And that was definitely an encouragement for me to understand too, girl, you ain't the only one. It's a lot of us
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah.
But if you never step out, you'll never get to know that because you stay in your own little bubble, your own little
Mm-hmm.
circle. And so I just start trying to make it a habit of getting out,
Yeah.
seeing people, running to people, or going to certain things that happen to do with women. Women
Listen,
impacting other women is important.
there is nothing like, and I will say this, and I stand on this with all 10 of my toes. There is nothing, nothing, nothing more powerful than a fierce village of women behind you.
Right. That's right. That is right.
Nothing. And
Yeah.
and guess what I'm saying that for? I'm saying that whether you're a man or a woman.
That's right. Right. No,
I'm
but you're
not just
right.
saying that as well. I'm saying that the covering, the protection, the vision of a woman is elite.
That's right.
Elite.
That's right.
Um, and so I'm not saying that there is nothing powerful in men either. I'm saying
Right.
have a good village of women behind you and see how you soar.
Right. Right. Because you got it's power in men, but they
There
show
is.
up because of us.
Yes, yes, and it's very different, and
That's
and
right.
and and the and I respect that, right? And it's not me belittling
Right.
or taking away from the presence and the covering of a man either. I'm not saying that
Right.
either. I'm saying that, and also two
That's
things can be
right.
true at once, right? And also
Right. That's
get
right.
you a village
That's right. That's
of
right.
of women behind you, and watch how you take off. Well, listen, my heart is full today. I am grateful to have you here. I'm grateful for you sharing your story. I'm grateful for your transparency. And let me tell you the gymnastics that my mind was playing here, because I could have taken us a whole other hour, because there were so many things that I wanted to tap into that you said that I thought could be important for folks to hear. But I was on my best behavior today, y'all. And I didn't run over too much. We're a few minutes over, but thank you so much for being here,
You're
and
very
thank you
welcome.
for sharing. And I'm so excited to see
Thank you.
everything that is going to continue to
Yes.
unfold for you. And I am praying for you, um,
Thank
for
you.
your ability to continue to create vision, for your ability to protect your vision,
Yes.
for your ability to continue to find peace in what you do. May it not, even at times when it feels laborious, may it always bring you happiness and joy.
Amen.
And I pray that it turns into something that is fruitful for your entire family.
Thank
And
you.
I I think that this story is going to just touch the lives of so many women because we all have been in this place. I don't care who you are. we've
Right.
we've all been in this place, and these are the stories that make us feel human, right? And these are
Right.
the stories that make us understand that we're not alone in our
Right.
journey, because sometimes it's so easy to feel like it's just me going through this. Am I tripping? Am I
Right.
tripping? Am I tripping?
Right.
No, you're not tripping.
That's right.
You're not. You're
Right.
not. And speaking about it, there's something so therapeutic about that, because when we think about it, it sounds
Hmm.
very different than when we speak about it, right?
Right.
And there's a
Hmm.
different power that we give um, our dreams and our desires when we say them out loud.
That's right.
So,
That is right.
so thank you so much for being
Thank
here
you so
today.
much, Janelle. I appreciate this.
Yes, and you guys, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you for being here with us today. Uh, be well, y'all.